The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains. On your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome out to the Bonner High School Sports Complex here. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drenna, another edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live here, our first softball broadcast of the year, and it's a Frontier League matchup between your Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains and the Bonner Spring Lady Braves. As you can see there, the Braves getting out onto the field, getting ready for some warm-ups. Not the ideal of conditions for a typical softball game, I guess you could say. We just had a little bit of some rain here within the past 5 minutes. Had to scurry to cover up the equipment and stuff, but it has passed, and hopefully it will stay passed for the remainder of this evening. So we got a doubleheader on tap tonight, so some extra duty. But yeah, other than that, get ready for some softball.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's 55 degrees, a wind blowing out of the east at 11 miles an hour, gusting to 15.
Who told you that? Weatherbug?
Yeah, Weatherbug told me that. Yeah, we're just about ready for softball.
Yep, getting really close here. First pitch was scheduled for 4:30, and it is 4:23, so it looks like we're going to get a little bit ahead of schedule. So quickly, let's get into our starting lineups, and these are brought to you by the Tonganoxie Public Library. First, starting for your Lady Chieftains as they get ready to get stepping up to swing the bats for the first time this evening. Batting first, the center fielder, number 6, Kylie Vandervoort. Batting second, the catcher, number 9, Santi Garcia. Batting third, the left fielder, number 21, Mariah Herrera. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 15, Lally Tanner. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 4, Savannah Booker. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 7, Addison Booker. The sisters batting back-to-back there in the lineup. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Sage Isaacs, number 33. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 17, Jordan Vorbeck. And batting ninth at shortstop, number 29, Abby Clarkson.
And just a heads up for our viewers, we are set up right next to the Tonganoxie dugout, so you're probably going to hear a lot of noise from them.
Yes, absolutely. So when we got here early in advance, wanted to make sure we were setting up next to the right dugout because no matter what, we were going to be getting sounds from inside regardless. And this one is specked all the way up into center field, and second pitch swinging there for Kylie Vandervoort. She gets on with an early single.
Nice solid single right up the middle. That's how you teach it.
Solid contact, too. Was sitting on it and right up the center, so you know that she was on it. So the Lady Chieftains have a lady on at first. Nobody out. Stepping in now, number 9, Santi Garcia, the catcher. Out there on the bump for the Braves pitcher, number 9, Addison Hessett. As she comes ahead, Santi showing bunt, and this one going foul, so we will come back and reset.
Yeah, she did actually take a bunt at it, so we'll see if the bunt's still on.
Both these teams coming into today, only 2 wins on the season for each team, so looking to improve the overall record and the Frontier League record in this contest tonight. Santi comes set down 0-1. Hassett comes with the pitch and took a nice swing at it, just couldn't connect. 0-2. Umpires tonight, Jeff Scully behind the plate and Bruce Andrews out in the field.
Now the bunt will be off now that there's 2 strikes.
Santi looking to advance the runner. Here's the pitch, and she takes for a ball. And hear the words of encouragement from the Tongi dugout. Right to the left of us, down the third base line. The next pitch on the way, Santi takes again, but that one for a called strike, so she goes down on strikes. Got her looking.
It was a little high, but it was too close to take with 2 strikes.
And with 1 down in the inning now, Mariah Herrera, the left fielder, steps in. As a plane flies over the ball field, as you can hear. First pitch on the way and bounces in front of the dish, and that will advance the runner up to second. A throw closer than I thought it would be, but she's in there safely as Vandervoort. Umpire Bruce Andrews right on top of that one. Trying to get the behind-the-back tag was Ren Van Cleve out there at shortstop.
Kind of an awkward slide into second base. Just glad she didn't injure herself.
So now a runner in scoring position. The pitch is up and high. Ball 2. The 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back right. This fence wasn't here. That hit me right in the right thigh.
Well, she did a good job protecting the plate there. She spoiled a good pitch.
Yeah, too close to take there for sure.
Yeah.
4-hole hitter Lally Tanner is on deck for Tonganoxie. Vandervoort at second, 1 out. 2-1 pitch on the way, and it swung on. Got a nice drive into it, and that is out into the outfield. 1 run is going to come home to score, and Herrera will stop at second. An RBI double and a 1-0 lead for the Lady Chieftains.
Boy, she gapped that just perfectly.
I'll tell you, the contact sounded great. And I saw it flying through the air. I thought it could possibly be going over the fence, but again, out there into the gap and an RBI double.
Well, the wind will help anyone going to right field, but it's kind of going to be a crosswind going to left, so wind wouldn't have helped that one. But nonetheless, that was a nice line drive that made it clear to the fence.
RBI double, Mariah Herrera bringing in Kylie Vandervoort from second. So now Herrera will be at second and Lolly Tanner in the batter's box right now. Popped up, going into right and misread out there, and it's down for a hit. Let's see if they send the runner home, and they will. So back-to-back RBI doubles for the Lady Chieftains. 2-0 lead here at the top of the first, only 1 out.
Boy, Tanner couldn't have placed that ball any better.
Out there in right field, that's the flex. That's Emily Foya. And again, and you can hear it just a little bit in our headsets, but that wind, maybe that played a little bit of a factor in it, but it just looked like she might just misread that in the air.
Well, I think she did, but I think the wind did push it over her head, too.
There's a factor of both things coming into play.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
First pitch swinging there is Savannah Booker, the second baseman.
And they do have her playing almost in a rover position. I mean, right field is wide open.
Sorry, a third of inning of work for Hassett and 2 earned runs given up with a pair of doubles. And that pitch taken low for a ball, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Addison Booker is on deck right behind Savannah. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on. Beeline, but over the glove of the second baseman, and now roll out to the outfield again. In trouble getting it in. 1 run's going to score.
She's going to go for 3.
She's going to go for it. It is in there safely. An RBI triple. 3-0 Lady Chieftains. And the bats are hot here in the top of the first.
Great start for Tongi.
Mariah Herrera, an RBI double. Lolly Tanner, an RBI double. And now Savannah Booker, an RBI triple as she is at third. Sister Addison stepping in right behind her, and now a mound visit for Bonner Springs, trying to get their pitcher, Addison Hassett, trying to get her to settle in here. Only a third inning of work. And Tonganoxie, they have been making solid contact on her so far in this one.
Yeah, the Lady Chieftains wearing their hitting shoes today.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep the line moving here. Stepping up next, Addison Booker, number 7. On deck, the pitcher, number 33, Sage Isaacs. The fourth run of the game for Tonganoxie at third. Only one out in the inning. First pitch taken for a strike. Crowd starting to file in here now for Tonganoxie. Pretty good turnout here as well. A busy day here at Bonner as well. Got the softball game here. That pitch tipped and fouled back, 0-2. Got the softball game here across the way in the background. You can see the baseball game that will be happening. And then down at the football field and the track, a middle school track meet going on. So very limited parking space down here at Bonner High School today. 0-2 pitch, foul tipped.
Well, she cued that right off the end of the bat. Staying alive, though.
Almost hitting that right back into the Bonner dugout. Almost hit
Yeah,
head coach Van Cleve right on the foot almost.
Yeah, so. Definitely a cue shot right off the end of the bat. Yeah, she moved up in the box a little bit, looks like.
Choking up a little bit, and she fouled one off again.
Yeah, it's a good swing.
Staying alive here and battling strong, Addison Booker.
Yeah, spoiling good pitches.
Looking to add on to the inning. Could get the runner home from third with the fly out deep enough into the outfield. Let's see, the 0-2 in contact, dribbling down third. They send the runner home, and maybe a miscue there, thrown out at home. So 2 gone now in the inning, and Addison Booker will make it safely into first. Savannah thrown out at home, and Sage Isaacs now will step in. 2 down in the inning. Lady Chieftains on top 3-0 early on. Sage looking to give herself some more support. Again, she'll be going out in the bottom half of the inning, out to pitch. Here's the pitch, and takes a cut at it, just a little high and outside.
Yeah, we had a good time watching her and the Lady Chieftains during the basketball season. She was one of the main players down low, and wow, what a job she did.
Yep, and you know, obviously if we talk about this upcoming year, it's going to be her gig, because if it wasn't probably for the 5 seniors that were in that starting lineup, she would have been the starter.
Oh yeah.
This past season, and for sure next year it's going to be her gig. She's going to be the leader of that Lady Chieftain squad.
She's going to anchor that squad next year.
And a fairly pretty young Lady Chieftain basketball team next year as well. So look to be a good mentor role for Sage Isaacs next season again, and we'll be back again on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Our second season getting pretty close to being put in the books here, our second spring season here. And another swing and a miss for Isaacs. Now leaving the count up at 2-2 with 2 outs. Getting coached up by head coach Stephanie Whitman.
Yeah, Coach Whitman does a great job with these girls.
Yeah, she has made some of the greatest high school softball teams that Tonganoxie has ever seen, and she has been the head coach for many of them, especially if you want to go back to about that stretch from 2014 about 2016.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best 4A softball teams. And Sage Isaacs battles for a walk. So runners at first and second now, 2 gone in the inning. Almost batting around here. The 8th hole hitter coming in, the third baseman, number 17, Jordan Vorbeck. Hassett just trying to get out of this inning and stop the bleeding. Solid contact up the middle and out to center for a base hit. They're going to send around the runner, and the run will get home to score. Cut off, and thrown out at third is Sage Isaacs. So that's the 3rd out of the inning, but not before collecting the 4th run as Addison Booker comes home to score. We head to the bottom of the 1st. Tonganoxie 4, Bonner Springs nothing. Back after the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Lady Chieftain softball.
Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries. Delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill or order now by calling 913-369-7007. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Welcome back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. If you're just now tuning in, you missed one heck of a top of the first inning. 8 Lady Chieftains stepped up to the plate. 4 runs being brought across on. Had a pair of doubles, had a triple. A lot of solid contact. They were right on Addison Hassett, the pitcher, from the start. And they had the early lead 4-0 over the Braves. Starting lineup here for Bonners. They start coming up. Be batting first, the second baseman, number 2, Carly Billings. Batting second, the shortstop, number 20, Rin Van Cleve. And batting third, the catcher, number 6, Teely Super. As the 3 that are due up right now. We will continue on with the lineup as they appear. And Super digs in, and Isaacs gets ready for her first inning of work, and she starts with a first pitch strike.
Yeah, and I noticed that Tongie's starting with that same defensive lineup that we saw with Bonner. The right fielder's kind of in a rover position, and right field is wide open with a left-hander up there. So,
and we saw Tongi, when they make contact out there, played out to their advantage, and we'll see if Bonner tries to do some of the same here. Billings can get a good pull. She makes contact, slaps it up the middle and just under the glove of the shortstop, so it goes out into center, and the first bat for Bonner resulting in a hit. Carly Billings with a single.
A slap hit right up the middle.
And the shortstop, number 20, Rin Van Cleve, stepping in. Teely Super on deck. Right behind her in the 4-hole spot, the center fielder, number 13, Maddie Newson. And another first pitch strike from Isaacs.
Getting ahead of hitters is really important. That first pitch strike means a lot.
Second one on the way. Popped up and out of play. Over on the green slopes right behind us, right in front of the Bonner Springs YMCA.
Isaacs got her set up 0-2.
Yep, on top quick, 0-2. Looking to put her away here. The 0-2 pitch coming from Isaacs, and a swing and a miss from Van Cleve, and the first strikeout of the game for Tonganoxie. And now one down in the inning. This will bring up Teely Super. Newson on deck, and the pitcher, number 9, Addison Hassett, is in the 5-hole for Bonner. Runner at first is Carly Billings. She's got a slap single. Get a hard enough line drive to short or second, and potentially a double play ball. Runner is going. Santi throws to second, and a close play, but she's in there safely.
Yeah, shortstop tried to get a sweep tag on that, but just was not able to get it in time.
That's Abby Clarkson out there. That's the one Lady Chieftain whose name we haven't called yet. She's going to be due up first at the top of the second, batting in the 9-hole, followed by Vandervoort and Garcia again. So now a runner in scoring position, 1 out, 1-0 count. This one popped up and going foul, and it lands foul. Count evened up now at 1 apiece. Wind continuing to blow pretty steadily so far here in the early goings of this first game of our doubleheader. A 1-1 pitch taken
nice
and
pitch.
for a strike.
Just took something off that pitch.
Yeah, let's see what Sage decides to go with here. Could pick up strikeout number 2. It's on the way. Hit. And another foul ball down the third base line. Super battling hard in there, trying to get that runner over to third, potentially home for the first run of the game for Bonner. As they are down early on, 4-0. Looking to put her away here. The 1-2 pitch. That one popped up. This one will stay fair. Going out there in the outfield. Center fielder calling for it and brings it in.
Runner not tagging.
And good job out there patrolling center field. That is Kylie Vandervoort.
And she hit the cutoff, man, the shortstop just perfectly.
So 2 gone now in the inning. And stepping up is the center fielder, number 13, Maddie Newson, with Addison Hessett on deck. 2 outs in the inning. Sage Isaacs looking to close the door and again gets on top early. First pitch strike. Another one on the way and just below the knees for a ball, says the home plate umpire.
Good location, though.
And comes sits and set to deliver. Tipped up and off the top of the dugout. Better on top of the dugout than on top of our set right here. And looks like the umpires out of softball needing our softball here. Get one in finally. For the second strikeout of the inning and the third out of the inning. Here it is. And take it for a ball. Throw over to third. And they say she's safe.
It was close.
And the umpire over there, it's Bruce Andrews. Pretty bang-bang play there.
He was just about ready to ring her up, but I think he made the right call.
So now Billings will move over to third. 2-2 count.
Ooh.
And high and outside for a ball, says the home plate umpire. Full count now, 3-2 with 2 outs. And a hit here will score a run for the Braves. Pitch is on the way, a swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning for Sage Isaacs, and she closes the door on Bonner Springs. Tonganoxie 4, Bonner Springs nothing. Back with the top of the second here in 30 seconds on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
No runs on 1 hit and 1 left on for the Braves in the bottom of the first. Not able to answer the 4-run top of the first from Tonganoxie, so it stays a 4-0 ball game. Dylan Funk here alongside Dennis Drennan. As always, this presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live has been brought to you by Kansas Insurance. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, give them a call at 913-369-6600. The 3 due up for the Lady Chieftains. The 9-hole hitter from the shortstop, number 29, Abby Clarkson. She'll be followed by the top of the order, Kylie Vandervoort and Santi Garcia.
Tongi ladies trying to put up more crooked numbers here. That would be nice.
First pitch taken for a ball. Yeah, it's got to feel great, especially in the top of the first when you can go out there and you can put up some cricket numbers.
You put up a 4 spot. That's pretty good.
You just got your confidence sky high for the rest of the game. Looking to carry that over. That one fouled back. Abby trying to join in on the fun that her teammates had in the top of the first. That one swung on, heading out to right field, and again over the glove of the right fielder. She's having a hard time out there. Wind probably playing a factor, and they'll hold her up. They'll hold her up at second, and Abby Clarkson, a leadoff double, and that's now what, the fourth?
The fourth double?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, no, we had 2 doubles. That's the third double.
A fourth extra base hit.
Yes, fourth extra base hit.
I don't know why I struggled with extra base hit. That tripped me up there for a minute. So, what have we've had 1 triple and now 3 doubles? Correct?
Yes, and a single.
Another runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Kylie Vandervoort stepping back in.
I'd say that right field is the place to try and go if you can because the wind is playing havoc out there.
Emily Foya again. Hate to sound like we're signaling her out, but
that's a tough chance when it goes out there.
The ball has been finding her multiple times in this game, and
it's carrying to right.
It has.
No doubt. We can feel the wind to our back, so it's going to get help.
And you guys can hear it through our headsets here. It is a steady wind for sure. That one fanned at for a miss. Vandervoort kind of wishing she had that pitch back, I think.
Yeah, Vandervoort singled and scored her first time up today and had a stolen base.
She got the party started at the top of the first. The 2-1 pitch on the way in from Hassett, and foul tipped and back to the backstop. Looking to advance that runner to third or more. 2-2 pitch.
Perfect.
Contact, straight line, and again over the glove of the right fielder for the 3rd time in this ball game. And run comes home to score, and RBI triple. Thought about waving her home there for a second. Whitman putting up the stop sign last minute. And an RBI triple now for Kylie Vandervoort.
Yeah, no reason to chance that sending her home with nobody out.
Yeah, I agree. Still nobody out, and still no pitching change for the Braves yet. As Hassett, only an inning of work and 5 earned runs, and we talked about it's now 2 triples, a couple doubles. This one popped up in the infield. First baseman calling for it and brings it in easily and quickly. 1 out down, and Santi Garcia will go back to the dugout. Here is Mariah Herrera. I believe she got that double in the top of the first, correct?
Yeah, she got a double and an RBI, and she actually scored, too.
And now actually here in the background, they switch. So you got Foya now going over to left, and the left fielder, McKeon, is now taking control in right field. Again, trying to come up with any solution that they can for the problems out in right field. Let's see if that substitution works for him. Herrera takes a first pitch for a ball. 1 out. Vandervoort at third. Could be the 6th run of the game for Tonganoxie. That one a little bit low and swung on and missed for a strike. A beautiful April 19th Tuesday afternoon. Everybody is bundled up like it's a broadcast in February.
Yeah.
All the heavy coats and blankets.
You think was at a football game in late October.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Playoff Friday Night Lights is kind of what the scene looks like out here.
Right.
And that window just keeps blowing, and wind chill is real, believe it or not.
Yes, it is.
2-1 pitch on the way, bounces in front of the dish. And Vandervoort again thought about going to home, but again, why chance it? 1 down in the inning, and in scoring position, so she'll stay put. Count up at 3-1. On deck is Lolly Tanner. Hassett gets a signal from the catcher, comes set, now delivers, and swung on out there.
That's going to get down.
Towards center, and it will get down. An RBI single. Another RBI for Mariah Herrera. It is now 6-0 Tonganoxie. Another RBI added on for Herrera. And 2 innings. Still only 1 down. Lolly Tanner stepping back in. Savannah Booker on deck. Fouled out and out of play for first strike. So now if this onslaught keeps going, then we have to start thinking about getting into the territory of a mercy roll. This one slapped over to short, had some problem controlling it at first, and sends it over to first, and the umpire out there says that she is out. Second out of the inning. Herrera moves up to second, and Savannah Booker will now step in. Addison Booker on deck.
That's going to take a hit to score their run.
In, foul tipped again. Out of play over the Bonner Springs dugout. Wind is still not letting up. That one low and in the dirt, and the runner is going to move up to third out with the wild pitch. The catcher back there, Super, just couldn't keep it in front of her. It dribbled out near the Tonky dugout.
I think it ended up hitting her in her shin guard.
So Herrera easily moving up to third. Still going to take a hit to bring her home with 2 gone in the inning. That one taken for a strike. One ball, 2 strike is the count. 2 out in the inning. Runner at third for the Lady Chieftains. And then comes the pitch from Hassett. Taken, that one for a ball. I think some members of the infield for Bonner thought that was going to be a called strike 3 as they were starting to make their way back to the dugout. Still battling in, Savannah Booker. 2-2 pitch is on the way.
3-2.
Well,
both of those look pretty close.
And now you can, on the camera, you can't see, but the catcher for Bonner Super, she seemed to kind of shouted something frustration, then looked over, had a quick conference with the umpire. 3-2 pitch on the way, foul tipped. Maybe trying to ask the umpire back there, Jeff Scully, where exactly was that pitch? Still hanging tough here, 3-2 count. 2 gone in the top of the second. And she battles back for a walk. Good at bat there from Savannah. Now let's see if Addison, see what she can do here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone in the inning, 6-0 lead for the Lady Chieftains.
Addison grounded into a fielder's choice her last time, 5-2.
Away runner is going, hesitated for a moment and now collides with the infielder out there, and they call that interference? And now a throw over to third, runner safe at third.
They called interference?
I think that's what, I think they did. I think that's what they called.
I think so too. So now our runners at second and third.
Because the second baseman Billings was going over to the bag. And the shortstop, Ren Van Cleve, she kind of went in and almost set like a screen in basketball or a pick. just kind of collided in with the base runner. And
Yep.
now you can see the head coach now for Bonner out there trying to get an explanation from the umpire. Obviously not happy, but where it stands right now, runners at second and third, 2 outs here in the top of the second, a 6-0 lead for the Lady Chieftains. They have been hot on the bats early on in this one and looking to add on here. A hit could score 2 more and make it 8-0. And a pretty heated conversation out there between Bruce Andrews and Coach Van Cleve.
Well, it's good to get an explanation, but you're never going to win that argument.
Yeah. Well, especially I think that one was pretty of course, we're the Tonga affiliated broadcast, but even if it was the other way around, like I understand the call from the umpire.
Yeah, well, not only that, but the umpire in the field did ask for help from the home plate umpire to get his view as well.
Now you can see him going over and talking with runner at second for Tongi.
Yeah, we're ready to go again. Looks like.
Hassett still being left out there on the rubber for Bonner. You got to wonder how much longer she's going to be allowed out there. But again, with the doubleheader coming up, and
yeah, her pitch count's got to be getting pretty high. We're not keeping track of that, but she's had a lot of pitches per inning.
This one popped up again.
Well, if that
right
stays
here.
fair, that's trouble.
It is. It lands fair, and 2 runs are going to come home to score. A 2 RBI single now for Addison Booker, and it's an 8-0 ball game. And didn't look like not the most solid of contact made on that one, but just a little bloop, and it landed right inside the foul line.
Yeah, it's wide open over there. So I mean, Bonner had no chance of catching that ball.
I think the only question was the wind going to push it enough foul?
Yeah, right.
And it did not.
It got down before that happened.
Right on timing with that one, fouled straight back.
Yeah, Sage was right on that pitch.
And quickly down 0-2 here. The Lady Chieftains, they had 8 batters in the top of the first. This is now the 8th batter here in the top of the second.
Yes, it is.
And when the bats are hot, they're hot, I guess. Isn't that right?
You got that. Looks like a hit parade out there.
I mean, there's a fight at the batting rack right now to get out there and face this pitcher. Poor Bonner. And
big swing and a miss.
Big swing, trying to get 2 more runs across. Just can't connect on that one. Lady Chieftains add 4 more. They lead 8-0, bottom of the second. On the way here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Four runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. That was Addison Booker left on at first in the top of the second for Tonganoxie. They have the lead 8-0 over Bonner Springs.
Lady Chieftains putting up a 4 spot in both the first and second innings.
And Sage Isaac's looking to continue her groove
nice
out there on the
pitch.
rubber. Another first pitch strike. That's her fourth time now. She's had that. This is the pitcher, Addison Hassett, trying to have better luck at the plate than she has had out there.
She needs to help herself
Rubber,
here.
yeah, needs to. Puts it down the third base line, taken in and thrown across the diamond in time for the out. Third baseman there, that's Jordan Vorbeck with the throw over to Lolly Tanner, and quickly one down in the inning.
Nice little room service ground ball.
Step in now, batting 6th, the third baseman, number 15, Emma Lara. Out in front here, 1 ball, no strike. Second pitch on the way here from Sage, and that one looked like it was right down the pipe, taken for a strike.
Sage is doing all the little groundwork out there where her land foot.
Oh, and that one hit her. A little bit too inside there, so a free pass for Laura. And now the first baseman, Megan Billings, will step in. The designated player, number 7, Abigail Minton, is on deck. And the flex, number 17, Emily Foya, is in the hole if we get that far. Another runner on for Bonner, trying to play some small ball. That one bunted foul. Threatened to throw back to first with Santi, but she holds on to it.
Really, she must have done that on her own because there's really no reason to bunt with being down 8 runs.
I don't know. She gets another set of signs from Coach Van Cleve right there in the third base.
Unless she's
Coaching
having
box.
trouble with the plate, and sometimes bunting is the way to get out of a slump.
Oh. Did you ever have to bunt to get out of a slump in your days playing ball?
No, but sometimes I was asked to bunt.
Oh, so you're one of those guys that asked you to bunt. You said no.
Oh, no. If a coach tells you to bunt, you better put it down or you're going to be sitting next to him.
be grabbing some pine.
Yeah, no question.
That last pitch fouled straight back from Billings. Time it up a little bit better. That one's going right back up the middle. 1-2 pitch on the way from Isaacs. And a little low and inside. Count evens up now 2 apiece. For strikeout number 3 on the game, or a double play ball would be in order as well. Santi still throws over to first and runner back in time. Tanner couldn't quite bring it into her glove.
That was a nice stop because that ball bounced before it got to her. If that had gotten into right field, that could have been trouble because there's nobody there to back her up.
Count is full now, 3-2. Here it comes. And
She was
fouled
right
back
on
again.
that pitch.
Yep. She's been on a couple of the pitches from Isaacs. It'll be interesting to see what she comes at her with here. Runner on first and 1 out in the inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Billings in the box. Isaacs on the rubber, comes set and deals, and that's low. And ball 4. And finally, Laura, I think she thought that still a little bit more work to do in the count. Kind of stayed at first base for a couple seconds longer before she moved up to second. So runners at first and second, 1 out.
And both of them, 1 hit by pitch and 1 walk. So the Lady Chieftains have not made them earn it. They've been gifts.
First pitch swinging and missing for strike 1.
This is a designated player, Minton.
And you can see right on her left arm, she kind of has the little the arm sleeve, like you'd see a quarterback wearing football, and he'd go to put the plays in. She has those in there, and her and the coach coordinating what the plan is. That one getting away from Santi behind the dish, and runners will advance. So now second and third and 1 out. And Bonner could cut into about a quarter of this deficit with a good hit into the outfield. A little bit inside, trying to brush her off the plate. 2-1.
Well, with a big lead like that, just don't let those runners bother you because they're not hurting you right now. You need to concentrate on this hitter.
That one high at high level. Yeah, you just got to try to find a way. Take a deep breath out there, keep your composure, and just focus on who's in there in the box right now. Because, yeah, like you talked about, those 2 runs come across, and that's it. And you're still up 6 runs. That one fouled back, so another full count here. Looking to avoid a bases-loaded situation here or worse. Minton looking to drive in these runs here. Now the Bonner dugout trying to get loud. 3-2 pitch on the way.
Popped up. Infield.
Isaacs calling for it.
Oh,
and she dropped it.
That's a fair ball.
Runners will be safe. And Isaacs and Tanner were both going for that ball, and it's like they might have collided into each other and threw Isaacs off path to bringing that pop-up in. I heard you had mentioned it, partner, the infield fly, I guess.
No, it wasn't an infield fly because it wasn't a runner at first.
Yeah. So now there is. Runners first, second, and third. Bases are juiced up. Laura at third, Billings at second, Minton now at first, and Kiera McKeon.
Yeah, Sage needs to shake that off because that error loaded up the bases, and she just needs to bear down now and get a couple outs.
Yeah, all 3 of these of the base runners that Bonner has had hit by pitch, walk, and now
an error.
And another one foul tip straight back.
She had a little pace on that one.
As the 9-hole hitter McKeon on deck, will head back to the top of the order for Bonner with Carly Billings, and this one slapped in. Double play, just what the doctor ordered there. 3 runners left on for Bonner. None of them come home to score, and the score stays. Tonganoxie 8, Bonner Springs 0. Back with top of the third action on the other side of the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Through 2 innings of work, Tonganoxie 8, Bonner Springs 0. Bottom of the second for Bonner. There were no hits, no runs, and 1 error committed by Tongi, and 3 stranded, not able to capitalize on a bases-loaded 1-out scenario. And it was McKeon was in there, a line drive right to the shortstop Clarkson, and she dished it right over to Vorbeck at third for the double play. And Isaacs gets out of the jam.
Well, yeah, like you said, just what the doctor ordered there.
Now we come back. Jordan Vorbeck.
She hit into a fielder's choice shortstop to third last time up.
So we had mentioned it earlier. If we want to get a mercy rule in this, we'd have to put up 15 after 3 and then 10 after 5.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's the official ruling in the Acacia handbook.
But even if the Chieftains were to score 7 to get 15 in this inning, Bonner would get a chance to bat.
Right. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one dribbled, but foul up the third base line, and Hassett is still being left out there. And
well, you got a double header here, so you got to try and get the most you can out of your starter.
Exactly. That's if I would think if this was only not a double header and just 1 game, she would have been out of the game, probably in the first. Now this one, contact and foul again.
That was close. But the home plate umpire all over that, calling it foul immediately.
Yeah, right before it went into the glove of the third baseman, it just went on the other side of that white chalk.
Yep.
And again, like you said, good job. Home plate, Jeff Scully right on top of it, calling it foul. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way from Hassett, swung on it, and she's trying to pull it.
Wow. Boy, did she.
That one had some exit velo on it.
Yeah, it did. She's playing. The third baseman's playing in, too. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing.
No. Takes that one outside for a ball. Count even up now, 2-2. Again, still foul. That one got a little bit of the third base bag as it went foul. Close.
Yeah, if it had hit that bag, it'd have been a fair ball.
Then maybe it just bounced off the off the dirt.
It did.
Right near it. Still battling and finally going down on strikes is Vorbeck. One out in the inning. Thought she had a hit on about 3 or 4 different occasions in that one at bat. Pretty tough. So one gone. And
put some good swings on them, that's for sure.
That's for sure, yep. Abby Clarkson, the shortstop, caught that line drive off the bat of McKeon in the bottom of the second, the first out of the double play to get Tonganoxie out. The bases loaded jam. This one little pop up and over to second, and quickly 2 gone here in the inning. So kind of haven't seen this yet tonight from Tonganoxie. Quickly 2 outs, nobody on, and getting ready for our third time through the order. Up top, Kyler Vandervoort.
She singled, tripled, scored 2 runs, and stole a base. So she's having quite a day so far.
Quite a day, yep. She can get one over the fence, and she'd be pretty good chance to maybe complete a cycle. This one. That one taken low for a ball, 1-1 count.
She gets one down on the right field line. She might make it inside the park.
She might. Posting out there on the fence and right is 225 is what they have. Pitch taken again. That one for a strike.
Bonner looking for their first 1-2-3 inning.
A 1-2 pitch on the way from Hassett. Taken up and high for a ball. Yeah, Tongi, they put up a 4 spot in the first and the second. And threatening to have a 1-2-3 inning here. You start things off in the third. That one foul
Staying
tip.
alive. She spoiled a good pitch there. I'm not sure what the pitch count is for the Bonner pitcher, but it's got to be climbing.
For sure, yeah.
Even though it's the third inning, she's made a lot of pitches.
It's probably above 50, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Next one on the way, and called strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Bonner, setting the Chieftains down in order. We head to the bottom of the third. Still 8-0 Lady Chieftains. Back here next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals Fashions and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongi's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line.
Sage didn't have that mask on, did she?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, did she?
With that being said, back here live on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Yeah, you see, it's pretty rare these days you see a softball pitcher that doesn't have the.
Well, and usually the third baseman does too, but
yeah. Which both these cases and
the shortstop.
Like the whole infield outside of first base, everybody's wearing kind of that protective face shield.
Got a left-hander up there.
Yep. And we're back to the top of the order for Bonner, Carly Billings. The first 1-2-3 inning and the top of the third for Tonganoxie sat down in order. Vorbeck, Clarkson, and Vandervoort, 2 strikeouts for Hassett. This one tipped up.
No.
Tanner's right there, and again,
it's a foul ball.
Out of her glove. So that's the second time now we've seen a shallow pop-up in and out of the glove of one of the Lady Chieftain players. First was Sage Isaacs. The bottom of the second, her and Tanner kind of collided into each other. Now that time, Tanner in foul territory.
Well, and I don't want to make excuse for either one of them, but that crosswind is playing havoc with that ball.
No doubt. And we've seen it affect Bonner.
Yeah, no question.
Out in that portion of the field, so no doubt it has been a factor.
If I were playing right field for either team, my first step would be toward the right field line.
Counting even up now, 2-piece. A couple more raindrops now starting to feel on the top of my head.
Yeah, we don't need that.
No, we do not. Slapped. Here to short, throw over from Clarkson. They say she's safe.
Infield hit.
Layoff man is on for Bonner. Billings goes up to first, and Ren Van Cleve will step in. Pitch low for a ball. So if I'm remembering this correctly, have any of the base runners for Bonner actually gotten on with the hit, or have they all been by either like a walk, an error?
No, they've had an infield single and a regular single and a stolen base by Billings, their leadoff hitter.
Okay.
But that's the only 2 hits they've had.
Yep.
She's got both of them. Van Cleve struck out her swinging her last time up.
And you think with Billings, she got on with the infield single, but she also had that pop-up.
Right.
It's caught by Tanner. She doesn't get on, and now another
that's
hit by pitch.
That's actually E3.
So
she hit by pitch?
Yep, hit by pitch, so she moves up.
That's the second one.
Van Cleve up to first, and Billings was starting to take off for a third. The umpire telling her to go back to second. So runners first and second, still nobody out in the inning, and the third hole hitter, the catcher, Teely Super, steps up. And another first pitch ball here from Sage.
She was getting ahead of the hitters earlier in the game. Struggling a little bit with her control right now.
I think 3 of the first 4 she faced got on top early with first pitch strike. That one again, having to duck a little bit to get out of the way. 2-0 count. That one, play is at first, and they get the out there. Runners move up to second and third. And 1 out in the inning. Some scattered raindrops continue to fall. Maddie Newson, the center fielder for Bonner, steps in now. Isaac's in a little bit of a jam again. Let's see if she can get herself out of it. Had the well-timed double play the last time.
Yeah.
Would not be against one of those happening again. Pitch is in there for a strike. A 1-1 pitch into Newson in the dirt. Good block by Santi. Keep it in front of her. Next one again. Another ball taken. 3 balls and 1 strike.
I'm sure Coach Whitman's going to want the play to go to first. If it's hit hard enough to the left side, you have a chance to look the runners back.
Yeah. Again, you're up 8 runs.
Yeah.
Just worry about getting the out.
Yeah.
But this one, solid contact out in the center.
Played well, though.
Vandervoort brings it in, and that run will come home. No need to try to make a play at the plate. So now the lead is down to 7 for Tongi. They lead 8-1.
Yeah, she gets a sacrifice fly, does Newsom.
Newsom, a sac fly. Billings coming around to score. Runner still on second for the Braves. And Addison Hassett stepping in. And looking to keep the damage to a minimum here. As Sage Isaacs 2 out. And looking to close the door here on the bottom of the third. Pitch, again, just a little bit inside. Having a hard time trying to read the zone of this home plate umpire we've had.
That seems to be pretty consistent, though.
Yeah. Next one on the way, and that one's low. And Santi thought about throwing to third. The runner thinking wisely and staying at second.
Yeah, they just need to concentrate on this hitter.
Getting her signals, now steps back in and is ready to go. The 2-0 pitch from Isaacs. That one popped up again to Vandervoort out in center. She seems to have it, and she does. You could tell that wind pushing it over just a little bit. She had to track.
Well, but she did a nice job. She got a jump on it because her first move was towards center field, which was the right move.
So after 3 innings to play, Bonner gets 1 run across, but they still trail by 7, 8-1 to Tonganoxie. Back after the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance, local, independent, serving you.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
And Santi Garcia will step back into the box for Tonganoxie to get things started in the top of the 4th. She takes the first pitch ball. Bottom of the 3rd for Bonner. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error committed by Tonganoxie, and they left 1 runner on at second. And that wind continuing to howl here.
Nice place ball.
Just right under the glove of the third baseman there, in for a base hit. And Santi Garcia is in, I believe that's her first, is that her first hit of the game?
Yeah, she struck out in the first and she popped out to the first baseman.
So her first time on base, she was kind of like a kid looking on the inside of a candy shop and seeing all of her friends going crazy. I think everybody's gotten a hit now for
we got another hot hitter stepping in. Herrera's doubled, singled, and scored twice.
Slaps it. This one, double play ball. Had trouble controlling, but right over to second base. So Garcia.
Fielder's choice.
Yep. So Santi is out at second. So her and Herrera will just trade places at first. The ball was hit pretty hard over to Van Cleve at short. Had trouble bringing it in, but it rolled right over to the bag, and the second baseman, Billings, was right there to cover, so she stepped on the bag and tried to throw over to first, not in time to get Herrera. Now Tanner puts a charge into one, and that's over the center fielder's head.
One hops the fence.
And a run will be waved around to score. Throw to the plate cut off. It's an RBI double. Another RBI double for Lolly Tanner.
Yeah, it's her second of the game.
And Mariah Herrera comes home to score. And back to an 8-run lead for the Lady Chieftains. That ball was
scalded,
squared up. Yeah.
The wind didn't play havoc with that one because that was hit on a line.
Out there to dead center.
Yeah.
In the deepest part of the yard here. One hop on the fence. And a run scores for the Chieftains. First pitch strike here, Savannah Booker. Next one on the way. Goes down to swing at it. Over to short. Throw over. In time. Runner now trying to go to third. That's Tanner, and she is in there safely. So Booker out at first. Tanner in safely at third. And now Addison Booker stepping in, looking for another RBI opportunity.
Got another RBI at 90, or what is it, 60 feet away, 65 feet?
I'm not quite exactly aware, 100% sure of the measurings of the base pass in softball, but.
Runner at third.
Yeah.
Take a hit to get her home, though.
Addison down early. 0-1. Now that one bouncing in. Evens up again, one apiece. Slapped, little dribbler again over to second. Throw over to first is in time. And Bonner keeps the damage to a minimum, but another run comes across for Tonganoxie off the Lolly Tanner double to dead center. Tonganoxie 9, Bonner Springs 1, bottom of the fourth on the other side of the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Back here live on Tonganoxie Sports Live, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. A chilly and windy afternoon edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains softball live on the air, and they have the lead 9-1 over Bonner Springs right now. Put up a 4 spot in the first and the second, went down in order in the third, and then answered back in the top of the fourth, getting one run across thanks to a Lolly Tanner double out to dead center, one hop in the fence. The 3 due up for Bonner Springs is Emma Laura in right now up on the count 1-0, and that one fell tip straight back. One apiece. Megan Billings and Abigail Minton right behind her. The next 2 up.
Through 3 innings, Sage Agzik has given up only 2 hits, 1 run, and struck out 2.
Pretty good inning. Pretty good, decent work there through those innings. Getting started now on her 4th inning of work, and she has had a comfortable lead all throughout. Never really had to sweat too much. She was in a jam though in the bottom of the second. Yeah, bottom of the second.
Mm-hmm.
A bases loaded, 1 out jam, and a perfect double play ball. It was in order. It got Tonganoxie and Isaacs out of it.
Pitcher's best friend is a double play.
Yep. And just giving up her first run of the game in the bottom of the third. Count is worked to full here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bonner looking to have the leadoff man on back-to-back innings, and another foul tip straight back. She's on it.
Yep. No more free passes.
There's been the handful, the majority of the base runners that have gotten on for Bonner have been in the way of either a walk or an error or hit by pitch. There's been a couple of those. That one.
That's going to fall.
Tipped up and lands right in that gap there, base hit. As Abby Clarkson was trying hard to get out there. And the left fielder, Mariah Herrera, was trying to come in as well. Ball just kind of died out a little bit in the air and dropped right down in the south in that little zone up there.
Give me your glove a little bit longer, okay? Just so you know, another half an inch to it. She's complaining about that one.
This pitch taken for a ball.
Go, Laylee, let's go, Sandy.
Megan Billings back in for the Braves. A runner on at first, nobody out. Pitch in, thought about going throw over to first.
Close, but didn't quite get it down there. Nice throw, though.
Very, very close. Quickly snapped that ball over to first base. And
from her knees, that was nice.
Fouled up and out of play. I'll move the count up to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, another pop-up out there towards right. We've seen a lot of players have trouble with this, and another one that gets down there, falling right in front of the glove of the right fielder. I think that's Addison Booker out there for Tongi, and runners will go to second and third now. And again, those fly balls out to third continue to be a problem for both teams' outfielders so far here tonight.
Nobody out.
Yep, runners second and third, both in scoring position. The designated player, Abigail Minton, steps back in and takes a swing and a miss at a high ball for strike 1. Next one in, right at eye level, holds off that time.
Yeah, Sage just needs to concentrate on the hitters. Yep. She's got a big enough lead now.
One low and another ball. Next one on the way and bounces, gets away from Santi, but not far enough for the runner to try to come home.
Good stop by Santi there.
Three 3-1 count. Isaac's trying to battle back here. Pitches in to Minton. That caught enough of the zone. Called strike 2.
She needs to bear down here and try and get her out.
The 3-2 pitch from Isaac. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Big strikeout for Sage right there. Good time for a third strikeout.
The first out of the inning. Runner still at second and third. And the left fielder, Kyra McKeon, steps up. This is game 1 of our doubleheader tonight here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Bunt is put down, but foul. Enfield was coming in hard for it.
Actually, a good idea right there. Looked like that was a safety squeeze because the runner wasn't coming down. If the runner had been running, it would have been a suicide squeeze.
Umpire dusts off home plate. And we'll see. Do you try to come back with the safety squeeze here?
Well, you only have 1 strike, so everything's open right now.
It's on the way. Does not. Look at the swing, which takes that one for a ball. 1-1 to count.
This is the bottom of the order, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yep. Back to the top. Is on deck. Carly Billings. That pitch taken for a ball as well. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, she wants to concentrate here because she doesn't want to lose the number 9 hitter. Get back to the top of the order. She's swinging away.
Yep.
Now I bet the bunt's off.
2 outs, pretty safe to say.
Yeah, 2 strikes too.
2 strikes, yeah, 2 strikes.
Only 1 out.
Yes. The 3-2 pitch. And low.
Now it's full.
Ball. Oh, now it's full. Okay. The scoreboard operator a little bit ahead, just like I was on that one. Apologies. So, yes, now officially 3-2 count. And here it is from Isaacs. Fouled up and out of play.
She was behind that pitch. I threw that same pitch.
Isaacs and McKeon are battling here, and McKeon battles for a walk, so the number 9 hitter is on at first, and back to the top of the order. Second baseman Carly Billings coming back in. And now
bases are loaded.
Yep, we're going to have a meeting here at the rubber. And we're going to take a quick 30 seconds. Actually, we're just going to keep it here. Play enough commercials. Still a 9-1 ball game. Bonner threatening again, though. Bases are loaded, only one out in the inning.
Yeah, that brings up Billings, and she's been hot today. She's singled twice, scored a run, and stolen 2 bases, so she's having a good night. Now she's got the bases loaded.
As we can hear the ice cream man driving by ball field.
He's going to have a tough time selling them today, maybe selling hot chocolate.
You know Lily and Tottenham, it don't matter. Love ice cream. My little sisters live just a matter of a few minutes here from the ball field where this broadcast is at today. Shout out to them if they happen to be watching. And right back to Sage, and it hit her hand.
Right on her bare hand.
And that one hurts.
Ouch.
So it's solid contact.
She's saying she's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna take a moment here. Nevertheless, an RBI single for Billings. Base is still loaded for Bonner. 9-2 ball game. We'll step away here momentarily, and we'll be back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
All right, back after the quick break, and Isaac's shaking it off, and she's going to try to gut it out and stay out there. Took a couple of warm-up pitches, and all appears to be good. You know that hand is hurting, without a doubt.
Yeah, my hands are cold now, so I know that had to hurt. She's toughing it out, though.
On top of all of that, a run comes home to score for Bonner. Now a 9-2 ball game, and bases are still loaded and still only one out.
Comes back with a nice strike, though. We need a double play here. Get out of the inning.
Ren Van Cleve, the shortstop, stepping back in for Bonner. 0-1 pitch.
Oh, nice off
there.
speed.
Yeah, you can tell she took something off of it there a little bit.
Yeah.
And quickly on top, 0-2, excuse me. That one outside, a good job by Santi to reach the glove out and get that before I went to the backstop.
She's doing a good job behind the plate today.
Mm-hmm. I remember watching her last year. She's a well-decorated catcher back there, and another great stop by Santi. Count back to even, 2-2. And pitch on the way from Isaacs. Strike 3 called at the knees. Got her looking, and a much-needed out number 2
Huge
for
strikeout.
Sage.
Huge. Good time for her 4th strikeout.
Still working here in the bottom of the 4th, 2 outs. Base is still loaded. And Teely Super coming back up.
Keely's flown out to center and grounded out to the pitcher. Her last 2 times up. She had a nice cut of that, and she was right on that pitch.
The 0-1 pitch from Isaacs. Low, gets away from Santi. Runner is going to come home, and that runner is going to score.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give Isaacs a wild pitch on that.
And that was Megan Billings coming around to score a 9-3 ball game now. Santi the past couple times, but he'll keep the ball in front of her. Just couldn't quite do it that time. Runner from third comes home to score. Runners at second and third now. Still 2 outs and a 1-1 count, making a 2-1 count. And
you got to shake that off and just get this out.
And a hit into the outfield here could make it a 4-run game.
Yeah, that takes the force out of play as well. They're going to have to get him on first base.
On the way, popped up.
I don't think
it looks like it's going foul. It is, and it lands foul.
It's a good thing.
Allie Tanner trying to make a play on it, just couldn't get her glove underneath it.
Anything hit to right field's been an adventure today.
Didn't say that again. Two.
Oh, wow, that looked good.
And that's what I've been kind of talking about. It's hard to try to figure out the zone of this umpire.
Well, you know, we're kind of off at the angle there, so it must have been outside, but, man, it looked good.
Now we got some heavier glops of rain coming down right now. And this one, line drive to the third baseman, and Tonganoxie will get out of the inning as we quickly try to cover up our set here. We're going to step away for a break. Tonganoxie still has
the computer.
Still has the lead, 9-3.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Everything old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie.
All right, back here live on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. So the rain is still kind of coming in spurts in and out. We're keeping an eye on the radar. The percentages appear to keep going up and up. And we're set up here out in the elements. No press box, so no protection. And quickly, Isaac swinging first pitch, and throw over to first will be in time. And quickly, one down for Tonganoxie. So probably what we'll plan to do. Did you just look at the radar, partner?
Yeah, it doesn't show a whole lot. It's really spotty, so we'll just have to see if the rain chances go up. They're calling for more rain at 6 o'clock, so we're getting close.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on it. Worst case, hopefully we'll be able to stick around and get game one covered. As long as the rain will cooperate, we'll get game two in as well of this doubleheader. That one fouled. But again, with the equipment and stuff we have, best to try not to get it wet and cost us some money.
Yeah, BJ would not be happy if that happens.
BJ would probably not be too thrilled if that did happen. Right. And the kind folks here at Tonga offering their jackets to help cover up our equipment.
I'm telling you what, that's a big ask right now too with this weather the way it is to give up your coat.
Yeah, that's a nice Milwaukee jacket too.
Yeah. I think it's one of those heated ones.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh.
Check swing, but still fouled up and over the dugout. So it's starting to let up right now. But again, let's see what you said. It's supposed to go up at 6.
Yeah.
So it's 5:46 right now. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll just wait and see. We do. Meanwhile, back here on the field, that pitch taken for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and there's 1 out in the inning. I'll give you guys frequent updates on the scoreboard since our computer is covered up and I can't update the outs and stuff on the computer. That pitch foul tip, stays at 1-2.
Yeah, Vorbeck hit into a fielder's choice in the first and struck out swinging in the third.
Pitch on the way. Vorbeck finally gets it down the third base line and misreading it as the left fielder. Vorbeck is going to go to second, and she's not stopping. She wants 3 and slides head first in safely at third. Jordan Vorbeck, a triple, a 1-out triple here in the top of the 5th.
Nice hit. She'd been flirting with that the whole time, hitting some hot shots down there by third, but finally got one to go.
Well, now this one popped up over right field and had a play over the fence.
That's a good place to go, though. Clarkson doubled and scored in the second and popped out to the second baseman in the third.
Now looking to pick up an RBI here. Vorbeck at third. 0-1's the count. This one
that's going to do it.
Lined out to right. Deep enough. Going to get the run home. Here she comes, and the throw in. Going to be cut off by Hassett on the rubber. It is now
sack fly.
It is now a 10-3 ball game. Here in the top of the 5th, a sac fly for Clarkson.
Back to the top of the order.
Back to the top we go. Kylie Vandervoort stepping in for a 4th time.
She's been hot. Single, a triple, 2 runs scored, a stolen base, and struck out looking her last time up.
First pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, no strike, and 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. And again, taking low. Swings at that one, over too short, thrown across. It is in time for the out. Chieftains add 1 more to the run total. They now lead 10-3. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up next year on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Old is new. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com. trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One of a kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie.
Back here live, ready to go for the bottom of the 5th here at Bonner Springs High School. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Sage Isaacs still out on the rubber working for the Lady Chieftains, and she puts that pitch in there for a first called strike.
Yeah, Newsom struck out in her first inning, and she had a sacrifice fly in the third.
Knock your chair back a little bit. You're sitting on my cord. Thank you very much. That one fouled straight back and over the cage into the field behind us. Bats were hot. 8 runs across in the first 2 innings, and only 2 brought across in the last 3 for Tonganoxie. And Bonner now starting to heat up a little bit. They've brought all 3 of their runs in within the past 2 innings. That one low in the dirt, and another good block by Santi. 1 ball, 2 strike is the count. As Maddie Newsom, the center fielder, is in right now. Another pitch, and swung at again, and foul. 1 ball, 2 strike. The 1-2 pitch from Sage, tipped up. Oh, God. That's going to miss us, hopefully, but
somebody's going to take charge of that.
The only thing that was going through my mind is that, are we going to have to catch this with our bare hands? Like, first the rain and now this?
The only way I'm going to try and deflect that is if it's headed for the equipment or my head or your head.
Are you saying I can't catch a softball? Whoa! Has some elevation, but too much air under it as Vandervoort out there in center is able to run under it and track it down.
She's made some nice plays out there today, especially with that wind.
Uh-huh. First out in the inning. Newsom is sat down, and Addison Hassett steps back in for Bonner. First pitch from Isaacs taken for a ball here. Next one on the way, and a swing and a miss. Fooled Hassett there on that one, evens it up 1 apiece.
Looks like Sage is having a little trouble where her front foot lands. It's kind of sliding. She's been doing a little groundkeeping out there.
You can tell it's pretty worn out there on the dirt, right there in front of the rubber. So she's battling that, and she took that line drive off her right hand, which she's still out there and playing, but you know that probably come morning there's going to be some, for sure.
Yeah, that's going to hurt tomorrow.
Yep. 1-2 pitch popped up.
Somebody needs to call that.
Everybody's been struggling with these all night, and finally over there at second, Savannah Booker brings it in with no trouble, 2 out in the inning.
And you see how that she had to drift towards first base because that wind's pushing it. Sage looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. That would be good for her pitch count.
Popped up and out of play over our heads.
There we go, there we go. Hey, 2 down, D, let's go.
The 1 pitch from Isaacs. And
there we go.
Right back to her. She brings it in herself, unassisted. And down go the Braves in the bottom of the 5th. Tonganoxie 10, Bonner Springs 3, top of the 6th. Next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Lady Chieftain softball.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
For more than 50 years, Dr. Richard Dean has been the name Tonganoxie trusts to keep you seeing your best. At Tonganoxie Eye Care, Dr. Dean and Dr. Caitlin Volk know that healthy vision is about more than just seeing 20/20. Whether you're just turning 5 or closer to 65, the doctors at Tonganoxie Eye Care will help you make sure that your vision is clear for the classroom, in the office, on the field, or just relaxing with friends. Tonganoxie Eye Care has a wide range of frames in the showroom, and you can even get prescription sunglasses in your favorite styles. Call 913-845-2030 to book your appointment. Tonganoxie Eye Care, the clear choice for your vision health.
Yeah, you go ahead and take it now. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. And the fine gentleman taking his warm coat back. Quite frankly, really can't blame him. Now the rain finally letting out. Back ready for the start of the 6th inning and a pitching change for the Braves. Ren Van Cleve is coming over from short. Her and Hassett are going to trade spots. And stepping in for Tongi is Santi Garcia. She goes first pitch swinging, foul.
Hassett went 5 innings, gave up 10 earned runs on 10 hits, and had 1, 2, 3 strikeouts.
The one pitch into Santi, right back up the middle and into the outfield for a base hit, and it's in the gap. See if she stretches it out for 2, and she does.
Oh, she's going to 3.
And trying to show off the wheels here. It's going to be close, but she's in there safely. How many catchers do you see going for triples these days?
Yeah, she's pretty athletic.
Did not hesitate or slow down at all. Going around second and going to third. I think if she would have just maybe hesitated a step or two, she would have been thrown out.
Yeah,
so.
No question. She never looked back. She just put her head down. And
exactly. Credit to her. And now this one hit out.
That's going to score a run, though.
And a sacrifice fly. Santi Garcia. So just a handful of pitches. I know English. Out there on the mound for Van Cleve and already an RBI. So a sac fly for Mariah Herrera. It seems like every time she's been up there, she's brought a run home to score. And now Lolly Tanner at the dish now.
She's got 2 RBIs, 2 hits, and 3 runs scored, so she's had quite a game.
Next one, solid contact again, up the middle. So another base runner on for Tonganoxie. Tanner moves up to first, 1 out in the inning, an 8-run lead for the Lady Chieftains. And stepping in now, Savannah Booker.
Yeah, the top of the order has been doing a lot of damage for the Lady Chieftains.
And now we have a quick timeout here on Coach Stephanie Whitman going up to the home plate umpire, having a quick conversation.
It looks like she's going to make a switch.
Yep.
Yeah, have a pinch runner.
Pinch runner, yep. That's what it looks like. So Tanner will come back to the dugout, and the pinch runner sent out there again. This is we were talking about it earlier. This is where softball has the leg up on baseball. When it's cold out in games like this, they can wear kind of the pull-over fleece hoodies over, and that's great and all, but they don't have the numbers or anything on the back. So the pinch runner, again, with this being our first softball broadcast of the spring season, not fully aware of the runner on first. But
yeah, we apologize to the parents at home.
Yeah, yes we do. And a quick throw over to first, but she's in there safely ahead of the throw.
Who's the pinch runner? Peyton.
Peyton Waters.
Peyton Waters. Pinch running.
Good job. Getting that from Santi Garcia. And that pitch taken high for a ball, or a strike, excuse me. So you got number 14, Peyton Waters. She is on first. The pinch runner coming in for Lolly Tanner. 1-2 count right now. Van Cleve looking for her first strikeout, but going low and swinging at it.
That's in the gap.
Good drive into the gap, and Waters had to stop for a moment, make sure that wasn't going to be an out, so she's only going to advance to second. And Booker is only held to a single there.
Yep.
Having to make sure that that ball was going to get down out there and not one to take off and cause a potential double play. So Addison Booker now will step up to the dish. Pitch on the way from Van Cleve and taking first pitch strike. Sage Isaacs on deck for the Lady Chieftains.
We'll see if Coach Whitman puts anything on here. Trying to stay out of the double play.
And another pitch taken this time for a ball. 1-1's count.
Addison's singled and scored a run, and she grounded out in the fourth.
Swings and puts it in play and trying to go for the tag, and I think she missed her. And she did, so that was Hassett there. The starting pitcher of this game now playing shortstop. It was going for the tag on Waters, and she missed her, so now bases are loaded, 1 out, and a big spot here for Sage Isaacs.
Sage could really help her cause there.
Good.
She's hit into a fielder's choice, struck out, and grounded out. She's due.
So that means she's due, exactly. And first pitch swinging, and that one goes foul down the third base line. One pitch on the way from Van Cleve and taking a good rip at it, but can't make contact. And quickly down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and foul tip. Way to stay alive.
Yeah, she spoiled a good pitch there. Way to stay alive.
Too close to take. Next one on the way and high above the head. First pitch taken for a ball. One-two pitch, swing and a miss from Isaac. She'll go down on strikes. And so now that'll bring up Jordan Forbeck. Swinging first pitch, and the third baseman can't bring it in, so all runners are going to advance, and a run comes home to score. And it is now a 12-3 ball game. I think we'll be good. Thank you, though. Getting to find gentleman here. I believe it's a Sage Isaac's dad. It's sitting next to us offering, offering the coat again. The little spitting it's doing right now.
Sage just
we'll be okay.
Sage just pitched a really good game so far.
Yes, she has. The 0-1 pitch in and high. the Chieftains could get one more run home and hold Bonner scoreless, and I believe that would wrap up game one of our
it would.
Yeah. 1 inning short, but or less. Whenever you kind of have any rainy weather in the forecast, and cutting the game off as early as you can is not a bad idea.
Especially when you're on the winning side.
1-2 pitch taken for a ball. Two now. That one taking strike three call. Got her looking. And seeing her face coming back to the dugout, did not agree with the call from Jeff Scully. But we head to the bottom of the sixth. Tonganoxie 12, Bonner Springs 3. Back after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Back live here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Sage Isaac still out there doing work on the rubber. 5 innings of work in, getting started on her 6th. And sent comfortably a 9-run lead. She has on top 12-3 are the Lady Chieftains over the Braves. Megan Billings in there right now. Abigail Minton on deck and Kara McKeon in the hole.
She doubled and scored on a wild pitcher last time up and walked in the second.
Next one, Billings swings and fouls it over the fence in the dugout. Count now up to 1-2. And low for a ball.
Sage had a 1-2-3 inning her last inning, so saved some pitches.
And just getting a piece of that one. And Santi might have thought that I got a piece of the umpire because she quickly turned back to make sure that Blue was okay back there.
Yeah, she's checking on him.
And
Good
coaches are too.
sportsmanship, yeah.
He says, I'm good, so we're good to go.
Like it might have got the mask. That's why I wear them.
Maybe. The 2-2 pitch from Isaacs, and another pitch spoiled by Billings.
That was a good pitch. It was in on her hands.
That time got her. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout added for Sage in this one.
That's her 5th strikeout. And 5 1/3 innings.
About a strikeout an inning. Back in is Abigail Minton. Low pitch taken for a ball, gets down by Santi. Another foul tipping off the glove of Garcia. a good rip at it, but could not connect there. For Minton now down 1-2 in the count. One out here in the bottom of the sixth, a 12-3 lead for Tonganoxie. Isaac sit and deals this one over to third, taken in by Vorbeck, and a throw over to first to Tanner is in time for the second out. Karen McKeon stepping in here. First pitch swinging and foul. Isaac's on top early again, 0-1. 2 outs, looking to close the door and complete her sixth inning of work.
Wow, that was close.
And again, I say.
Say just smiling. I think she thought that pitch was in there too.
Next one on the way and swung just out of the reach of Isaacs and under the glove of the second baseman out there and gets out into the outfield for a hit.
And gets them back to the top of the order too.
So some 2-out action happening here for the Braves as McKeon goes up to first and Carly Billings comes back in, back to the top of the order. She swings at that one. God, from so I'm looking down at my monitor. I just saw it kind of coming in our general direction, and woo, keep you on your toes a little bit. Next one on the way, and runner throw to second. I think they got her. Just couldn't hold it into the glove. And quickly getting back on second. McKeon.
Yeah. Sadi made a nice throw down there from her knees.
Yes, she did. And Clarkson over at short just couldn't quite hold it into her glove. I think if she does, they get her.
That should be caught.
Pop up, fighting for it, and it's Isaacs that comes down with it. That time bringing it into her glove. We head to the top of the seventh. After the break, Tonganoxie 12, Bonner Springs 3 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Man, I'm going to have to run.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Rave for the top of the seventh here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Game one of our doubleheader today between the Lady Chieftains and the Lady Braves of Bonner Springs. 12-3 is our score right now. Tonganoxie on top. They have enjoyed a comfortable lead all throughout this contest so far. And a soft line drive over to second, and that is brought in easily over there. And that was Carly Billings. And Kylie Vandervoort quickly sat down. One gone in the inning, and Santi Garcia stepping up to the plate. She has been doing a great job defensively behind the dish so far tonight in the catcher position. Keeping a lot of balls from getting out in the backstop, and now this one puts a good charge into it. The right fielder is there, and probably for the first time tonight, a Bonner outfielder there in right field. Actually didn't have trouble bringing in that pop fly. So quickly 2 gone in the inning for Tonganoxie. And Mariah Herrera, who has been having herself a ball game so far, just about every time she's been up to the plate. She's brought in an RBI, not going to have that chance here unless she hits one over the fence as the bases are empty with 2 gone. And she takes that pitch for a ball from Van Cleve. Pitch on the way. Herrera puts a good charge into it, but right into the glove of the shortstop. So a quick top of the 7th inning here. And we head to the bottom. Tonganoxie 3 outs away from taking game 1 of the doubleheader here. We'll be right back after the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Last 3 outs for the Braves as they want to try to pull off a major comeback here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Sage Isaacs files that one in there, ball 1. And that one fouled back off the fencing. Van Cleve, Super, and Newson, the 3 due up in the bottom of the 7th for Bonner. Addison Hassett, Laura, and Megan Billings, next 3 after them if they want to try to get a rally together. And this one swung on and just under the glove of Vorbeck, and Clarkson has trouble bringing it into her glove as well. So the leadoff man is on for Bonner with the single.
Yeah, we get that infield hit.
Infield hit. And 1 on, no out. And stepping in is Teely Super.
Yeah, Sage is trying to pitch a complete game here. You don't see that very often anymore.
Oh, yeah. And started on her 7th inning of work, trying to go to distance for Coach Whitman and her team. One-0 pitch, high and taken for ball 2.
Still having trouble with that lead foot.
Next one, that was swung on and fouled back. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch, Isaacs, and another swing and a miss. And Laura whiffing on that one, evens it up 2 apiece on the count. Got tipped and out of play for Super.
She was real late on that.
Hard contact and just out of reach of the glove at Vorbeck at 3rd. And back-to-back batters will reach on here for Bonner. Trying to make some noise here in the bottom of the 7th. Still nobody out. And Maddie Newson steps in. Fouled straight back. Newson popped up, and almost a spectacular catch from Santi.
Nice try, Santi.
Take a moment, take a deep breath, collect herself, and everyone's okay.
You did a headlong dive after that thing.
You did.
Way to sacrifice yourself, young lady.
This one taken for a ball. Takes count up to 1 and 2. Looking for our first out of the bottom of the 7th. That one low and in the dirt, and another good save by Santi, and was going maybe looking to throw to third and lost her footing. Taking a minute to.
She's had a workout back there tonight.
Okay, she says. Puts the mask back down, and we're ready to go. No better time to do this than when you got Tonganoxie Sports Live at the game, and now takes a foul tip. Looked like. Two and another foul tip.
Newsom's hanging tough in there.
Yep.
Spoiling us some good pitches from Isaacs.
Finally, and just off the glove of Isaacs, play is still at 1, but they go to 2, and that's an error of some sort. Runner will come home to score for Bonner.
E4.
And now it is a 12-4 ball game. And still nobody out, and taking a moment on the rubber here, trying to get together, work through this. Meeting breaks up now, and we are ready to resume play. Stepping in now for Bonner. This is number 9, Addison Hassett. A little bit inside, taking for a ball. Next one on the way, hit into the infield, goes to 3 for 1, and actually holds on to it, so no chance for a double play. And the first out here in the bottom of the 7th takes the runner out of play at third, runner at second and first. And number 15, Emma Lara, stepping in. And Isaac's trying to go the distance here and have a complete game. And another one inside. One-0 pitch from Isaac, swung on and miss. Count evens up now, 1 apiece. Wen now starting to come back and
a little bit of raindrops too.
Yep. We checked that forecast.
Yeah, it's not showing much on the radar, but it's just a little scattered nuisance stuff.
Pitch in and out of the glove of Santi there, and it is called for a ball.
Ooh,
another
like
one
a good
inside.
pitch.
So on the way, and this one, good contact out into left and over the head and into the gap. This is going to be trouble. A couple of runs are going to score for Bonner.
That's going to empty the bases.
And then bases clearing, RBI double at the dish there for Emma Lara. And still 6 runs to go for Bonner if they want to try to tie this one up, but trying to go on a little bit of a rally here. And 2 outs away from officially putting this one away. And Bonner Springs not going away without a fight. Now a bunt put into play. Good job by Vorbeck that quickly came down from third. The throw over to first and got her out. Runner advances to third. Like Whitman says, when you have a 6-run lead, runner at third, it does not really matter, especially with 2 gone down in the bottom of the 7th. And Abigail Minton, the designated player, steps in. And she swings first pitch and fouls it off. Now 1 pitch. Isaac's low and below the knees, taking for a ball. Next one on the way, pop up, and this could do it. Right fielder going for it, but it lands foul. And a play, Addison Booker was in hot pursuit for it. And now Bonner down to their final strike here in game 1 of our doubleheader on Tonganoxie Sports Live. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, got her looking. And a complete game for Sage Isaacs. And this one is over. Tonganoxie 12, Bonner Springs 6. After 7 innings of play.
She had 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, a great game for Sage Isaacs. Pitched a complete game out there on the mound, and the bats were hot. And the early goings of this one, again, the first 2 innings, 8 runs were brought across for Tonganoxie, and they brought across 4 more through the stretch of the final 5 innings. But still, I mean, when you're a ball player and you get out on top that early in any contest, that just kind of sets you up for smooth sailing for the rest of the game. And especially for Sage, I think a part of that probably played a role in her performance tonight on the rubber. She never really had to worry about giving up the tying run or the go-ahead run or anything. She always had at least a 4-run lead.
Yep.
The whole entire game. And
that helps.
And even when she was in a jam, she was able to work herself out of it and let her defense help her as well. We saw a couple of nice plays out in center by Vandervoort, and we saw the nice double play, Vorbeck and Clarkson.
Yep.
And, yeah, all-around solid game 1 of our doubleheader. Tonganoxie 12, Bonner Springs 6. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to step away for a moment here, and we'll wait for these teams to recollect. And when it's time to go for game 2, we'll be back live on the air here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. So keep it here. We'll be back for game 2 of our doubleheader between the Lady Chieftains and the Lady Braves. All right, welcome back, everybody, here live on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Thank you all so much for joining us. As a wave and a hi there from Kylie Vandervoort. Loving her time here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. And again, we stress could be better conditions. Again, continues to kind of sprinkle on us. It hasn't been really heavy rain, but
just enough of a nuisance.
Yeah, just enough to make the scorebook wet. You've got to cover up the computer and the monitor, make sure that doesn't get wet. So it's just enough to cause a little bit of a hazard, but nevertheless. So that and the wind's been on and off, and it's going to continue on here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. As far as the batting order, they are staying the same for both teams. It's really just a matter of positions that are changing, and we can tell you this. Quickly, I'll run through here. The pitcher on the mound for Bonner for this Game 2, this is Carly Billings. She'll take over, and this is Kylie Vandervoort up at the plate right now. First pitch swinging and foul. And if that tree wasn't there, that was going right for that Jeep that was parked right under it. And I think she just now realized that and is in like, ooh, God, that could have been really bad. They got her. Santi Garcia is on deck. She is going from behind the plate to out in right field, and Mariah Herrera still out there in left. So that's a 3-2 up in the inning for the Lady Chieftains. They won the first matchup 12-3, or 12-6, excuse me. Scorecard gets brought back, and that pitch in there called for a ball. Rain starting to come down a little more steady now. You can hear it kind of dripping on our headsets. And
yeah, if it keeps this up, partner, we might have to shut it down.
Yeah, we just might again.
Let me look at radar.
Yeah, go ahead. That's probably best. Now it's really kind of starting to come down a little heavier, and first pitch walk. And now it's a matter, I don't know. Would you want to stop a game for this kind of rain, or would you just keep playing?
Well, I think they're going to play until the field conditions deteriorate, but it looks like this. Yeah, it's not showing up a lot on. Yeah, there's scattered rain. Okay, yeah. My screen's wet.
Fly out up into right field and bringing it in almost a little bit of a bobble out there. Controlling right field in this game. It's Kyra McKeon for the Braves. Almost dropped that one, but brings it in, and one down in the inning, and Herrera stepping back up for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, it's going to rain for the next 4 hours, they're saying. 100% chance right now.
Hopped up and just fell out of play. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to make a phone call.
Okay.
Real quick. Here, you hold down the set. I'm going to make a phone call.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah. There's heavier rain coming, according to radar. Yeah, I'll show you.
Said use your best. You just told me use my best judgment. But, I mean, if it's going to get heavier, then we need to probably just get out of here. That's in Missouri.
Yeah, it's raining right now, though. See, it's passing through there. I'm not sure if it's.
I'm sure that's All right, folks, so we've been looking at the radar, and there is more rain coming in. It's not really going to be letting up, and we don't want to risk the equipment getting wet and potentially not having to do any more broadcasts this year. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to cut off this doubleheader here. I'm going to try to talk to Cody Witt and my boss BJ, we're going to see maybe if there's if we can just pick up like one more game along the way, because I know we were slated for a doubleheader. That's what everyone was expecting, and unfortunately with this rain, we're just going to have to cut it off here. It's it's slightly sprinkling right now, but it's just going to keep picking up here as we get closer to 7. Actually, right now it is 7, so we really need to get going. So we apologize in advance, but we hoped you guys were able to tune in for Game 1, and be sure to follow Tonganoxie High on Twitter. They'll post live updates of this game here as well, as along with the varsity baseball games as well. So, again, we apologize having to cut this broadcast off early. Be sure to be following along on social media. Look out for any other updates or anything along the way. Again, I'm Dylan Funk, joined alongside Dennis Drennan. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you all on the next one.